Hey guys, so I'm finally back with the week one, part one of my project life documenting my time in the Philippines. So I've used these distress markers and I wanted to use the technique I've been seeing on YouTube. So I just scribbled on the ripe persimmon on the cellophane and then sprayed it with water and then smeared it. But I think next time it would be better if I do the watercolor first and then start writing down my dates. Because as you can see, the black ink is reacting to the water. And then that's the mowed lawn. Did the same technique, smearing it. And then the last one will be the peacock feathers. Now, this card is one of those cards that I love, but yet I hate. I liked how the watercolor came out, but like I said, I don't like how the black ink is seeping, and it would have been better if I used a watercolor paper. So I put that to the side to dry. And then onto the title card. That globe is from the Amy Plus One collection. And then that chipboard sticker, Journey of a Lifetime. I don't remember what pack I used, but it was the last one. So I've been saving it for this documenting my Philippines trip. And I used that twine that I received in a pocket letter because the colors matched with the title card, so it looks really good. And then I used the distress marker to draw some journal lines because I don't feel like using my alpha stickers. So I wanted to use my pen and just write out Philippines and then March 30 to April 5, and then the last line will be week 1. And that is pretty much it for my title card. Really like how that came out. Here's the first photo, the inside of the Incheon International Airport, and I was so excited to be there, even though it was only inside the airport. But nonetheless, I'm a huge fan of K-pop, Korean culture, and especially Korean dramas. I've watched over 25 Korean dramas, and my top two are Faith with Lee Min Ho, and then number 2 is The Greatest Love with Cha Seon Won. I absolutely love Faith. Like this, to keep the story straight. I mean, not to keep the story straight, my bad. To keep the story short, Faith is about it's more of a time traveling romance thing, and that's one of my favorite genres, like time traveling romance. And he has to go back into the future to find a doctor that will cure the queen or help the queen or save the queen, my bad. Yeah, save the queen. So I absolutely love Lee Min Ho in that Korean drama. And surprisingly, Korean culture is the one that got me to appreciate spicy foods, especially since not only am I half Filipino, but I'm also half Mexican on my father's side. And since I was a kid, I hated spicy foods. I couldn't stand it. But when I wanted to try Korean food, especially since their culture loves spicy foods, like I got over it and I got to appreciate it more. And now I don't mind eating spicy foods as long as it's not as long as there's no dish that's using ghost chili pepper. So I use those Heidi Swap chipboard stickers, and I love how the love and the camera looked on top of the Incheon SK, and I added a wood veneer heart, and it kind of reminds me of a Kelly Perky style because I've been watching her YouTube videos recently, and I love how she does her Project Life cards. She keeps it simple, but yet for some reason it just looks really good. Like she likes to center her embellishments on her photos. So on to the next photo. I was on the Asiana airline from Incheon to Manila, and there were two options. I don't remember what was the other one, but one of them was the bibimbap. and it was my first time, and they give you all the ingredients, and I had to take a picture because I was like so excited because I never tried bibimbap. So I use those green alpha letters, and I had to outline those because you can't see them. They really look like they're camouflaged. And I had to use my black Sharpie, and for some reason my black Sharpie was not cooperating very well. Like, it just did not like the slick, glossy feel of that photo, and I have to like go back and forth from a regular paper to the photo so I can get the ink out of that pen. And in the end, I just did not like how that came out. And this is the after photo where I mixed everything. I just forgot to add the kimchi and there was something else, but I did that after I took the photo. And they actually give you this really tiny booklet of how to make your bibimbap. I thought that was so cute. And I actually kept that for my smash book because I was traveling with my smash book. And the first few pages were coming out so beautifully, and I left it at my grandma's place. And my grandma's place in Cagayan got flooded, and I know my smash book was totally ruined. I don't even want to like see it. I regret leaving it once I started medical school in Cebu, but that's probably another layout I should talk about later. So I had to outline those letters again, and I didn't like the space that was next to the after, so I just added the chipboard hearts just to fill that in so it doesn't feel empty. And I have to admit, the bibimbap was really, really good. It's a simple meal, and all you do is mix it, and it was really good. So here is a picture of the inside of one of the restrooms, and it was the men's restroom in the Incheon airport, and I was really fascinated how they designed those sinks and how they put up the mirrors. They're all at different heights, the mirrors and the sinks, and it's like one is for a kid, one is for a teen, one is for an adult. I don't know, or just for short, tall people. I don't know, but I thought that was really neat. I didn't like how I also decorated this photo. I wanted to use the Heidi Swap stickers, and it didn't look good on the dark part. You can't even really see the word Serious Rad. So I added a lime green washi tape at the bottom. So when I put that sticker on, you can see the words, but I still don't like it. And I added a word sticker, awesome, on the top, and still didn't look good to me, but like I say, don't overthink it. Don't stress about it. Just decorate as best as you can and move on. It's not supposed to be a stressful hobby. So I start working on these 3x4 cards, and I think the first card I will be working on is the light orange one, where I will be writing sorry. I go back to the watercolor paper and just add the year, and I use the orange because the right persimmon was not showing. It didn't show well on that watercolor card, so I just wanted to add the orange, and it really popped. It really gave more character to that card. So I liked it even more. And then from there, I go on to that light orange 3x4 card. Excuse me. And then this is where I add a word sticker at the top. It says New Beginnings, and then I'll start writing the dates. I made an exception because we didn't leave until March 28th. So 2 days before week 1. So I just added that anyways. And then you'll see me draw a line to separate the previous week from week 1. So we flew from Orlando to LA, and then LA to San Francisco, then San Francisco to Incheon, and then Incheon to Manila. And I have never flown that many planes in my life, and I hated it. To be honest, I hate flying. I get that from my father. When I was a kid, I didn't mind it, but now that I'm older, I hate turbulence. I really, really hate turbulence. It scares me. But yeah, so I write the dates and I write what I did on those days. However, I realized, because I was doing this by memory, I didn't look on my Facebook. So I looked on my Facebook afterwards and I got a lot of the info wrong. So after this video, I corrected that card. I tore it up, but I saved the word stickers because I don't like wasting those. And I just rewrote everything. And I write blah, blah, blah. Sorry. It's like almost midnight. I'm trying to get this done for you guys because it's already Monday and it's almost midnight and it's going to be Tuesday and I don't want to be late on this. So I added a word sticker on that bottom of that card and it said, now I forgot. I'm so sorry. So on this card, I wanted to, I had to cut that small part of that card because it didn't fit. So onto this card, I just wanted it to reflect on the restroom, the men's restroom sinks. So I wasn't sure how I was going to do this because on the Heidi Swap Puffy sticker pack, they had that fancy sticker. And the thing is, it's pink and my color scheme, my color scheme is orange, green, and blue. So I wanted to keep that color scheme on that first layout. So I decided to just use it anyways because, I mean, it still looked good. And that's how I described the bathroom. It was really fancy, so I really wanted to use that sticker. And then underneath that, I used the orange alphas to spell out sinks. And you'll see me replace the fancy because that bottom of the Y is covering the S. So I just move it over just a bit. And then under the sinks, I'll write in parentheses. Well, first I added the green arrow, and then underneath that, I write in parentheses the men's restroom. So that's pretty much it for the first layout. Overall, on that first layout, I have to say my favorite part of that layout is the photo the embellishment I did on the Incheon airport photo. Everything else was okay, but I don't know. It didn't exactly come out the way I would have thought. So I start getting into the, on the second layout. And all the photos that you will see is in Manila. So I'm just putting down the photos and the cards just to make sure that's how I want them. And then I'll start working on the first photo, that top left photo. And I have to say that was one of the best meals I've had since I returned to the Philippines, because the first time I was 9 years old and I only stayed there for a month. I don't really remember much, but that meal, I was like, wow, because the pancit palabok was so good. I love pancit palabok. It's my favorite pancit. And then there's inihaw na pusit. Now, inihaw means grilled, and then pusit is squid. And then there's rice. So I just use my black alphas to spell out yum in the middle of that photo. And those the pancit palabok and the inahal na pusit with the rice comes from Jerry's Grill. And ironically, Jerry's Grill ends up being my favorite restaurant in the Philippines. So that photo is the inside of Market Market, and I was really excited to be in there because prior to leaving, I did watch YouTube videos of Market Market, and I could not wait to shop there, and I did shop there. I bought some essentials since I was going to be living in the Philippines for 1 year, and I just added some word stickers on that. It says for reals, and then the bottom one says, oh yeah. So that other photo, I didn't do anything, and then this photo, we left Market Market and we ate outside of Market Market. And we ate some kare-kare and lechon bulaklak? No, not lechon bulaklak. I think it's chicharon bulaklak. I don't remember, but it had bulaklak in it, and bulaklak is pig intestines. I know a lot of you I know a lot of us Americans don't like intestines or anything that has to do with innards, but I'm the type of girl that grew up with eating innards, and I don't mind eating those as long as it tastes good. That's why I'm really happy that I'm half Filipino, because I can pretty much eat anything as long it's not bugs. I won't do the bugs. But I'll eat intestines, I'll eat liver, and okay, I better stop talking about that. So here on this 3x4 card, I just used the black alphas to spell out Jerry's Grill, but I had to use my black pen because I ended up running out of the R's. And that's one of the reasons why I love those alphas, but yet I hate them because you don't get a lot. And you run out of vowels very, very fast. So that 3x4 is just pertaining to the top left top left photo. And I added that heart sticker to right next to it. Then I'll add a label underneath Jerry's Grill, and I'll write down the pancit palabok and inahal na pusit and the rice. And then I think, hold on, let me refer back to it. Yes, I will add a green arrow underneath that label, and I'll cut the bottom part because it's extending past the card, just to let my viewers or anyone who looks through my album know that that card is pertaining to that top left photo. And then here's another photo that's inside Market Market, and I thought it was really funny that there was a barn. I mean, it wasn't a real barn, but it was one of those balloon things, and I thought it was cute. So I added a word sticker on the bottom of that photo saying, sorry, I have to refer to my layout again, that says, what do we have here, with an arrow. So I thought that was really cute. And that's pretty much it for that photo. And then the black 3x4 card I left alone. And then here is my journaling card. I start writing about Market Market and such. So that's pretty much it for this part 1. Part 2 will have, it's still pertaining to Manila, and there's a little bit of Cebu in it. And it's not too it's not too a 2-page spread. It will be about 1.5. So the video will be a little bit shorter. So that will be posted on Friday, and I hope you enjoyed this project life. And I'm really happy that I finally will get to share this documentation with you guys on my trip in the Philippines. So I will see you guys next time. And thanks again. Bye.